Libra, first I'd like to explore love, romance, and relationships. I do believe relationships will be very prominent for you, especially those that are meeting a twin flame or receiving some sort of validation from the universe that the person you're currently involved with is a twin flame for you. So let's have a look. Another 6 cards. Okay, the 7 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Okay, starting off with the 7 of Cups, there's a lot of things swirling in the air with the 7 of Cups. This is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy, and the 7 of Cups does show a bit of scattered energy. It is an energy where you're feeling there's a lot of questions that need answering. So I think this is the validation that I've mentioned earlier. There's going to be some sort of signs, symbols, or synchronicities. I do believe it's a card of milestones as well, which I also mentioned in your general reading. You know, the future house, the perfect lover, the perfect relationship, the perfect life. I feel like it's some sort of milestone, and it can very well be milestones in love. So that's absolutely beautiful to see. But I do think you're manifesting a lot. I do think you're in a bit of a selection process here. I think you see your vision, you know what you want with this person, you know the future that you want to have, and it could very well be another water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But I do believe there's something serious happening. There's questions that need answering, but they're going to come in the form of milestones. And I do believe those milestones are the evidence that you need to really understand how special this person is that's around you. For others, I feel like there's a lot of options in love and you're selecting. You're being quite selective here. And I do believe you have the upper hand because you're coming up as the Libra. I did mention a lot of attraction. The Magician attracts a lot of versatile people from career with different interests. I do believe there's another air sign that's going to be around you, another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that's interested in you, and this person is almost going to be impatient. Like, I feel like they're coming in very quickly, they might be coming on very strong, they might want to put a title to your relationship or a label to what you have very soon after meeting. I do think this person is going to pose you a lot of questions. It's almost like they're going to ask you a lot of questions about what you want in love, what you've previously had in love, what you're searching for. So they're wanting to get to know you, because right now I feel like this person feels you're a little bit mysterious to them, Libra, and they need to get to know you a little bit more, and the only way they're going to do that is posing questions with you. But I see there's an air sign that's been fantasizing about a future with you. There's definitely a fire sign around you in Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo who's keen on moving things forward with you. The Page of Wands, there's a message of love. Now, I'm not sure if this is someone confessing their love to you, if this is someone traveling out to you. This could be someone you meet from abroad because he is sitting next to the 8 of Cups. Some of you could be meeting a twin flame overseas, either on a business trip, on a holiday. The Page of Wands is a messenger, so this person may have to travel very often for work, or works with messages or communications, or works as like the middleman or the middlewoman in an industry as well. They could have quite an exotic background as well, with the pyramids in the background. They could come from a desert region, parts of Asia, North Africa, the Middle East maybe. They're quite exotic, I find, or they're very drawn to exotic locations, or they may come from a destination where it's very, very warm. This person is very passionate. They could be younger than you. They're quite adventurous, very passionate, very free-spirited, very attractive. There's a very strong attraction to this person. I feel like they're well-built, they're quite athletic, and they look after themselves, is what I'm seeing here with the Page of Wands. But this is quite lovey-dovey messages with the Page of Wands. And not that it's very teenage-like, but it makes you feel very childlike again. You know, the butterflies in your stomach, you're excited to hear from them. It's a bit giddy. It's still kind of new, but it evokes a very nice emotion. You know, it makes you genuinely quite happy here, is what I'm seeing, Libra. Moving on, you have the 8 of Cups. Some of you are taking a break from someone. Maybe this break, this hiatus, time apart, whether geographically or just space apart, not having communication with each other for quite some time, 8 hours, 8 weeks, 8 days. This will give you validation that this person is your twin flame. I also feel for some of you that are leaving a relationship where there's too much one-sided things happening here, because the 7 of Cups is sitting next to the 6. The 6 is something that's being one-sided, which then of course poses a lot of questions about the direction and the promise of a longevity with this person here, and as a result is going to actually be someone walking away from you. Now, this could be you too, Libra, but this could be, this is Some of you are not receiving an answer. There's too many questions, and by the end of the month, these questions will still be unanswered. You'll still feel a little bit imbalanced in this relationship. Some of those two scales won't come through for some of you, and as a result, you're leaving a relationship behind. Or maybe it's because you're not feeling yourself that you need to leave something behind here. For some of you, it could just signify travels with a lover, travel plans with a lover, traveling for business, taking this person with you. But the Eight of Cups is genuinely seen as the search for something deeper. So you're looking for something deeper here, and I think you're about to find it. So whether you're involved in someone now, I think the next relationship you're involved with could actually be your twin flame. There still might be some sort of soul searching that needs to happen here, as indicated by the Eight of Cups, until you move forward. I am seeing a bit of competition, so options in love potentially with the Five of Wands. Someone from the exterior or the outside could be involved here, but I also feel like the two of you are very passionate about your own desires, wants, or goals in life, and for some reason these two are not going to align. I don't feel like you'll be seeing eye to eye to someone here, and it could very well be a fire sign in Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that you're not actually connecting with eye to eye, and as a result it may create a little bit of imbalance in this relationship, and maybe that's when you get that sort of enlightened thought, that inspired thought to take time apart or to ask yourself the important questions or something like this in regards to love. Let's move on and have a look at your career and creative pursuits though. Okay, Eight of Wands with the Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, the Eight of Wands, climbing that ladder to success. This is ambition, new goals will be created. There's a notion of elevation here. You do have leadership with the Strength card, so I'm wondering if some of you will be promoted or will be receiving some sort of promotion, because I did say there's an increase in finances. You're making quite a leap here from the Six of Pentacles to the Eight, and Eight has come up 3 times. Eight of Pentacles, 8 with the Strength, and 8 with the Wand cards, which is all about abundance, money, and attracting more indulgent things into your life here in regards to career. So this is very, very nice. Also, a lot of correspondence with fire sign clients and or customers can bring you a lot more money. Or there's a strengthening of a client relationship here that's happening for some of you as well. This could be in business too if you have one, because the Ten of Wands is all about hard work. I do believe there's a fire sign that's very committed, that's showing their skills. There's something about an increased role or responsibility with the Ten of Wands, so I'm not sure if some of you are accepting more responsibility for more pay, but again, it's going to be quite demanding, so just be prepared, Libra. It's going to be quite burdensome, even to the point where it might be overwhelming for you, and you could be encountering some sort of struggle here because you do have the Ace of Swords. And although this is something you can undertake, absolutely, I do believe it's something that's going to prove quite challenging. I think there's a lot of things that need to be filtered through. Like, I'm not sure if this is like discrepancies, or there's a lot of restructuring, or there's a lot of changes you're going to have to implement. I always see with the Ace of Swords that it's slicing away negativity, like cutting through the vines, so cutting out the middlemen, cutting out the people that no longer serve you, the projects that outgrown you, the projects that have proved lucrative or have failed. I think it's all about getting, this getting rid of, cutting away, slicing away of anything that doesn't serve you. But I do believe those that will encounter some sort of promotion, there's going to be a lot of hard work, and I do see that some of you will be dealing with a boss, or someone also in a management level very similar to you that feels they're more entitled than you. So just be careful of that, Libra. I know you're big on equality, but this is definitely going to agitate you, as it would to most people. But look, the next card you have here is the Six of Cups. So there's something in early stages that's happening here with the Six of Cups. This is also an opportunity to grow, learn, or develop with a business. Now, the Ace of Swords is seen as a brand new opportunity gifted from the hand of God to the air sign, where you can prevail, you can triumph, and you can lead from the front. It's particularly based around communication, logistics, project management, customer service, client relations, etc. There's a lot of communication and correspondence involved, and this is where you're going to really shine. So there is a brand new opportunity opening up for some of you. There will be rigorous training involved, but you'll absorb these skills and use them to your advantage, is what I'm seeing with the Six of Cups. Now, for some of you, it's an online training pursuit. It's a workshop, it's a training facility, it's a training opportunity that's offered directly with the role or with the company, which is really good because the children symbolize learning, growth, development, etc. It's in full blossom though, so I feel like you're going to take to this workshop or this sales training or whatever it is very, very well here. In fact, I think you'll have a natural forte for this. You have the infinity symbols here, so this is natural talent and cycles. So I like that this is coming up around you. I think you've got you'll have a keen interest in what this opportunity is. But for some of you, it could very well this new job, this new opportunity could very well involve children, teaching, learning, finances, charity, helping people rehabilitate, helping nurture those that are ill, those that need rehabilitation or care. It could be in finance, construction sites, building, engineering, project management. You know, you do have the justice card here, so legalities, criminology, policing, working with clients, working in medicine maybe. With the magician card could be autonomous venture, and also with mental strength, physical strength, or spirituality. So there's a plethora of things you could be working with, which is very nice. But I do see for some of you there's a notion of treading lightly here. So I do think this is around a boss, someone superior, because I see you looking to the Hierophant here. So I'm not sure if there's someone that you're going to need to tread lightly around, or this person. Again, there's a notion of entitlement. I did sense that you would feel this entitlement too. However, I also feel this Taurus, maybe with the Hierophant, feels this equally, and as a result, there's someone you're going to have to tread very lightly around, is what I'm seeing. There could be a bit of dishonesty or even theft, internal theft that's happening around the workplace, or something taboo. I always associate the Seven of Swords with something that's taboo, something that's not really allowed, but it's being done. It's maybe being done illegally. It's maybe, you know, you haven't filled out the correct paperwork, or someone that you worked with hasn't filled out the correct corresponding paperwork, and then you might encounter some sort of legal battles or something like this because of that. So just be careful if this is you in an autonomous venture here, Libra, not to get involved or try to do things the right way by registering correctly, filling in the allocated paperwork, you know, letting the IRS or the tax office know what it is that you're doing, the income. You know, it's declaration here for some of you as well, because it's obviously towards someone or something important. The Hierophant, specialized energy here. This is Taurus. But the Hierophant is an expert in something. It's someone that's elevated and well revered. I feel like there's some sort of presentation taking place in the workplace. Someone's going to be making a lot of creative decisions. It's going to suddenly put a spanner in the works though, because I see a lot more people having a lot more jobs to do. So I'm not sure if this is a boss, if this is management, CEO, whoever this is around you, but there's new things that are going to be implemented. Or created, and I don't think it's as if you don't have much say, because this person for some reason has ultimate authority around you. So I'm not sure if this is their business or they've got a lot of control or management over this business, but I do believe, seeing this card, that there is someone very powerful around you, is what I'm seeing here. But it's also expertise or expert knowledge. Some of you are entering a very expert field or industry, and this could actually be you sitting on top of you, on top here, and you've got people reporting to you. You know, there's two people here, two children here. I'm wondering if some of you will be given a team of two, or two people will start reporting to you, or there's another that you'll be working with very, very closely, you know, to lead in a business idea or a business project, is what I'm seeing. But the key to your success lies in the people that you work with, and the business relationships, the professional relationships that you're able to establish, and the business contacts you're able to nurture as well, Libra. So look, I will leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching.